How you doing, YouTube? This is Gunnery Sergeant 67 bringing you another YouTube video. Today's YouTube video is going to be on why open carry is a bad idea, in my opinion. Alright YouTube, let's get into it. If you've ever watched any of my videos for a length of time, that you know that I am a very staunch Second Amendment supporter. And on top of that, I live in the great free state of Florida. I live in North Florida, and here recently, the last couple of months, the citizens here in Florida have been authorized to, by their federal government or their state government, to be able to open carry. And I will be talking about why open carry is a bad idea in my opinion. All right, the first reason why open carry is a bad idea is open carry freaks some people out. And I know what some of you all are going to say. You're going to say, hey, I don't care what other people think. It is my right. I'm exercising my right, and they need to get over it. And you are 100% correct. But it is an unnecessary scenario that you have to deal with. I don't want to deal with it. So that is one reason why I'm not going to be doing it. I conceal carry. And even here in Florida, we have constitutional carry. So you do not need a permit to conceal carry here in the great state, the great free state of Florida. So I would rather do that. And it really doesn't matter what state you live in or how Second Amendment friendly your area is. With exceptions of places like where I'm originally from. I was born in Alaska. You go to these remote places with low density population, where a lot of people live, where there's very few people. That's going to be more common, and it's definitely going to be more acceptable because usually people know each other and they know what type of people they are. So those are the outliers. Alaska, Montana, Wisconsin, some of these northern states with sparsely populated areas. But even here in Florida, where it is legal to open carry, it is a constitutional carry state. You do not need a permit. You will still have people that are freaked out by open carry. And then with that comes other things that morphs off of it. But like I just said, I don't want to have to deal with it. So it's a very uncomfortable situation. I'd rather not deal with it. The second reason why open carry is a bad idea is open carry attracts law enforcement's attention. The chances of contact with law enforcement will increase more than if you just concealed carried. Here in the city that I live in, the local barber shop is frequented by a lot of the sheriff's deputies and the sheriff himself of my area. So I go there as well. I have a very loose relationship with some of those deputies and the sheriff. They know me by name. They know my wife. They know my daughter. They know where I live. So if there is a chance that law enforcement engages with me, then their chances of escalating any type of event that has me involved in it is going to be very minuscule because they know me. There has been that relationship factor that has been created. But a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people don't look at it like that. A lot of people, they steer clear from law enforcement, any type of interaction. And with that, the chances of things escalating, even if you are exercising your constitutional right, and it is allowable in your state, there is still a chance of escalating into something more than what it turned into or what it started out as. So that is another reason why I think open carry is a bad idea. Third reason why open carry is a bad idea, in my opinion, open carry gets you asked to leave private establishments. Now, it doesn't matter where you live, what state you live in, or how Second Amendment friendly your state is. If you're open carrying in a private establishment and the owners are uncomfortable with you doing that, they can ask you to leave. Full stop. It doesn't matter. That is their place of business. They own it. They can ask you to leave. They reserve the right to deny you service, and they have the right to ask you to leave their premises. And this is where a lot of incidents happen. People, they sit down there and they're open carrying and they've been asked to leave, and they start getting a debate. Hey, well, it's my Second Amendment right. I'm allowed to do it. You are, but that is also their property, their business, and they have the right to not serve you or not have you in there. So it's a double-edged sword. They have the right to feel safe in their own establishment, which, me personally, if I owned a business, I wouldn't have an issue with it. I would feel better if I knew the individual coming in, open carrying, but that isn't always the case. Again, here in Florida, they just recently authorized open carry, and there have been some major businesses that has said, hey, we're going to go ahead and honor open carry. Publix, which is a more high-end Walmart type store that sells food here. Anybody that's lived in the South, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, or visited, you know what Publix is. And they have came out and said, hey, we're going to honor that you can open carry in Publix. So there are some people or some businesses that have said, hey, we're cool with it. And they've given training to their employees. And in my opinion, that's how it should be. But the world doesn't always revolve around what I think. So I just have to get used to that. And the fourth and final reason why open carrying is a bad idea, in my opinion, is open carry presents you as a tempting target for violent robberies to take place in order to steal your gun. Now, you can scour YouTube and you can find dozens, if not hundreds, of videos of individuals that are open carrying, and they get their weapon taken from them. They're in there, they're in a convenience store, they're in a grocery store, they're in Walmart, they're getting gas, anything. And some thug walks up and they take their sidearm out of their holster. They just take it, and there's nothing they can do about it. Now, in the Marine Corps, I'm a retired Marine. I've said it many a times in many videos, we get training on weapons retention. And if you are going to open carry, you need to make sure that you have some type of holster that has some type of retention strap or retention system, like this one right here. This is a Bianchi full-size leather holster, and it has a retention strap. Now, this side is up against my my waist. You literally have to hit it with your thumb, disengage it, and then pull the weapon out. Same thing with this other holster. This is for my Ruger SP101. Same thing, it has a retention strap. So if somebody tries to grab my sidearm and yank it out, it is not going to be as easy for them to yank out. I have seen so many videos of individuals that they just have a normal holster with no type of retention system in it, and they just literally snag it right out of their holster. If you're going to open carry, make sure that you have a way to retain your weapon if somebody does try to grab it. In addition to that, the Marine Corps trains you when someone goes for your weapon and your retention system prevents that weapon from being pulled out of your holster, you need to be able to react appropriately. You need to reach down, grab their arm or their hand, push down, keeping your firearm in that holster, and you need to physically fight them off until you can completely regain control of that weapon, and then draw it, and then create that distance and neutralize the threat if you have to, or until they scamper off, and then call law enforcement. But unfortunately, a lot of people at Open Carry, they don't get that type of training. So, there you have it, YouTube. My 4 main reasons on why Open Carry is a bad idea. The first one is Open Carry freaks people out. The second, Open Carry attracts law enforcement attention. 3, Open Carry gets you asked to leave private establishments. And 4, Open Carry presents you as a tempting target for violent robberies to take place in order to steal your gun. All right, YouTube, if you like this video, please go ahead and hit that like button. If you like this content, please hit that subscribe button. Please share this video with your friends and family. In my comments below, let me know what you like and what you don't like. And let me know what you think on this topic. Do you think that Open Carry is something that you would do? Do you do it? If you do, how do you do it? What type of training do you do to ensure that your weapon doesn't get taken from you? I'd love to hear from you guys, and I try to interact with everybody that leaves me a message because I truly appreciate all the support. All right, YouTube, this is Gunnery Sergeant 67. I'm out.